Well, a penny for your thoughts today. When was the last time you used one of these? We're talking about pennies. We were actually looking for one as part of this story, and no one in the newsroom had a penny. Oh, I just lost one. We had to actually search our cars to find these. I now have 4 cents in my hand. So maybe people are ready to say goodbye to this 1-cent coin, especially now that new bipartisan legislation in Congress could end production of the penny. It's an idea President Trump has also floated, and CBS reporter Ed O'Keefe talked to people who wanted to stick around.
The humble penny, once a pocket staple, has long since lost its shine. But not here at the Copper Penny Grill, where the coins still reign supreme.
If you look close, there's probably some that are worth a lot of money.
Owner Shelley Greff is giving Lincolns new life with her handmade bar tops and artwork.
It grew into a little bit of an obsession with me, and then everybody just started donating pennies. People just come by and they say, I want to be a part of something.
It has increasingly become something less about money maybe and more about design or about collecting.
And so much about history. It just has a really special place in my heart, and I think so many others that they say, oh my gosh, this was the year I got married. I'm going to keep this penny, or this penny's good luck. And so I love that part of it.
But despite all that love, even here, customers aren't using pennies to pay the bill.
When was the last time you paid for something with a penny?
I won't even bend over and pick up a penny. It's got to be a dime or a quarter.
That's part of the reason Wake Forest University professor Robert Waples for decades has been calling on lawmakers to kill the penny.
They just have to keep making more and more of these because we don't bring them back. And we don't bring them back because they're of such low value, so we got a vicious cycle going here.
There are so many in circulation. Waples estimates about $7 for every American. Plus, it actually costs nearly 4 cents to produce 1 penny, far above its worth.
Even if we could produce the penny for free out of thin air, it's just a waste of our time, and our time's valuable. Time is money.
Back at the Copper Penny Grill.
What are we losing if we stop producing pennies?
Well, I don't know if we should look at it as a loss or a gain. We've now created an antique, and antiques are priceless. So, I mean, instead of the penny being worth a penny, it's really priceless.
So if the mint ended up ending production of the penny, U.S. companies would then just round up to the nearest 5 cents. I don't know, Jerry. You had a fun fact earlier about pennies, unlike what that guy said, right?
Yes.
That you might want to think twice?
Perhaps. I just saw, it was a couple of days ago, actually, unrelated to this and before this, that there might be some pennies out there that are worth a lot of pennies, $1 million.
What?
Yeah, some of the pennies that might have a double stamp when they're minted a mistake. But I have to tell you,
I'll have to check these.
Looking at every single penny,
yeah,
I mean, that's a lot of time.
It is.
But if it's worth $1 million,
then you better start looking at it. Yeah. I'm looking at these. I feel like this debate feels a little bit like when they said Pluto's no longer a planet.
Yeah.
Like I'm a little sentimental about the fact that.
What are pennies? It's probably, it costs 4 cents to make a penny. I think that in of itself probably is, yeah. Oh, it's nice and shiny.
Well, I know. Well, until then, we have 5 cents now. I lost a penny a second ago, but I got it back.
You just round it up. I will say, if the penny is heads up on the ground, I'll pick it up.
That's good luck.
Yes.
There you go.
That's why.
See? That's why you got to keep making these.
Or if a nickel is heads up, I'll pick it up.